12.6, surface area and volume of spheres. It's all about the formulas. Notice we got a sphere. Sphere is just a three-dimensional circle being rotated. We got some kind of center, and we got a radius. Notice the radius is congruent because a sphere is all points equidistant to a point in three-dimensional space. So a chord is a segment that connects two points on the outside of the sphere, and the diameter, just like a circle, goes all the way through. Surface area of a sphere, 4 pi r squared. This formula comes from calculus, so I'm not going to worry about creating it for you. This is on your formula chart. You just plug in r, multiply by pi, multiply by 4. All right, this is just giving you a demonstration of the sphere itself. Notice there's roughly 4 circles here. It's a little bit less, and then you got that space mixed up here. It's just giving you a sense of what we're talking about here when we say the surface area is 4 pi r squared. All right, so if you're asked to find the surface area of this sphere, you simply do 4 pi 8 squared. Squared, not sixth, apologize. Which you can just leave it as 256 pi, and this is inches squared. Got some kind of tax problem. It tells you that the surface area of the sphere is this, and it's asking for the diameter. Notice our formula is 182.25 pi. This is equal to 4 pi r squared. We're going to simplify and solve for r, and then we're going to multiply by 2 to find the diameter. Notice we divide by pi. Those cancel. 182.25 divided by 4 is 45.5625. This is equal to r squared. Therefore, r is equal to the square root of that number, and I get 6.75. And that would be that one. All right, let's skip the guided practice. All right, cross section, great circle, and so forth. Great circle is the biggest possible circle that exists on the sphere. It's just something you need to be able to identify it. And a hemisphere is half a sphere, and it's cut up by a great circle. Skip that one and this one. All right, let's talk about the volume. Notice this is taking really small increments of this. This is how we start using some calculus to be able to create this formula. I don't want you to worry so much about where the formula comes from, but just know that this is the formula and how to use it. So it's just 4/3 pi, sorry about the bell, 4/3 pi r cubed. That's the volume of a sphere. So if you're asked to find this, it's just 4/3 pi r cubed. You would just need to simplify this. 4 divided by 3 times 9 cubed, 9 caret 3. By the way, the caret key looks like this, so you would type 9 caret 3. Multiply all this out, you get 972 pi, and we are in inches, and this is cubed because we're talking about volume. All right, if you're asked to find the volume of a composite solid, notice this is the volume of the cylinder minus the volume of the hemisphere because this is a cutout. So you just find your values like this. If it's a hemisphere, it's half the sphere, and the sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. And r in this case, if this is 2, this is 2 if it's a cylinder, so it's 2 cubed. The volume of the cylinder is the base, pi r squared, r is 2, times the height, and the height is also 2. And it's just being minused. I'm going to leave my answer in terms of pi and to simplify. 2 squared is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, this is 8 pi. And then 1/2 times 2 cubed is 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. This is 16 pi over 3. And then I'm just going to take 8, and I'm going to subtract out 16 divided by 3. I'm going to press math frac enter to get this back as a fraction. And I get 8 pi over 3. And this is in inches. Excuse me, inches cubed. Actually, I just realized that the last question, or 2 questions ago, we go back to that, because some of you are going to tell me about it. I found the diameter. You're supposed to find the diameter, but I actually found the radius. The question is for the diameter. So obviously it's 2 times that. Common mistake, and I just realized I did it. 6.75 times 2 is 13.5. Yep, I ought to illustrate a chance that we should just go back and read our problem. All right, be able to solve stuff like this, very simple. Plug it into the formula, make sure you have the right formula. And that's all I'm going to do for this video.